Okay, so OpenAI just dropped something that could seriously change how we all build AI agents. It's called AgentKit, and it's basically an all-in-one toolkit designed to help you create powerful, production-ready AI agents without having to reinvent the wheel every single time.
I mean, let's be real. That's the big dream, right? Anyone who's ever tried to build one knows the pain. You're wrangling different libraries, trying to manage conversation states, making sure your tools work reliably. It just turns into this complex mess of custom code and, honestly, endless debugging. Well, AgentKit is here to try and fix that. So, what is AgentKit really? And why is the entire dev world kind of buzzing about it right now? Let's dive in and break it down.
At its heart, AgentKit is an open source framework that just streamlines the whole agent building process. Think of it like the missing link that takes the raw, incredible power of a language model and helps you shape it into a polished, deployable product that can actually go out and get things done.
It's really built on four main pillars. First up, you've got the Agent Builder. This gives you a visual canvas to design your agent's logic so you're not getting lost in spaghetti code. Then there's the Connector Registry, which lets you securely plug your agent into real-world tools and data sources. With ChatKit, you can whip up and embed the user-facing chat interface super fast. And finally, you have evals and fine-tuning, which are absolutely crucial for measuring performance and making sure your agent is actually getting smarter over time.
So this is a really big deal because it marks a huge shift. We're moving away from this chaotic, fragmented way of doing things and toward a process that's way more integrated and ready for actual production.
You know, before AgentKit, teams were literally stuck gluing all these different systems together. That meant messy code, unpredictable results. It was a nightmare. AgentKit just flips that whole script. It replaces all those scattered tools with one integrated toolkit, and it swaps out that complex code for a clean visual canvas. The results? Much faster, way more reliable development and deployment.
And when I say faster, I don't just mean a little bit faster. We are talking about a massive leap in efficiency. Because everything is integrated, developers are reporting they can iterate up to 70% faster. That's huge.
And look, that number isn't just some marketing fluff. This is a direct quote from the team at Ramp. They said, the visual canvas slashed their iteration cycles by 70%, letting them get an agent live in just 2 sprints instead of 2 quarters. I mean, for any product team out there, that's a total game changer.
And it's not just Ramp seeing these results. Canva used ChatKit and saved over 2 weeks of dev time. LY Corporation built a really complex multi-agent workflow in under 2 hours with the Agent Builder. And the investment firm Carlyle, they used the evals tools and increased their agents' accuracy by a full 30%. These are real, tangible wins across completely different industries. Okay, so we've covered the what and the why. Now let's get into the how. How does this all actually work when you sit down to build something?
The workflow is actually beautiful in its simplicity. First, you build your agent's logic on that visual canvas. Step 2, you connect it to all the tools and data it needs, maybe your company's APIs or an internal knowledge base. Third, you evaluate its performance using the built-in testing tools to make sure it's reliable and accurate. And then, once you're happy with it, you deploy it wherever you need it, on your website, as a Slack bot, or even right inside your own app.
So when you zoom out, what does this all really mean for the future? Well, it's super important to see AgentKit as more than just another dev tool. This could be a whole new foundation for how we build AI applications from the ground up. And that's really the key takeaway here. AgentKit is designed to be a launchpad. It gives you the scaffolding so that developers can finally stop wrestling with all the back-end plumbing and start focusing their energy on creating the next wave of truly useful, truly intelligent applications. And what might those applications look like? Well, imagine customer support bots that can actually resolve complex tickets, not just bounce you to a human. Think about sales agents that can adapt to a customer's tone in real time, or powerful assistants for doing deep research, or even just smarter internal guides to help onboard new team members. The possibilities here are just vast. Which, of course, brings us to the final and maybe the most important question of all. By making this whole process so much simpler, AgentKit is lowering the barrier to entry, putting these incredibly powerful capabilities into the hands of more creators than ever before. So for all you developers and innovators watching, what will you build first?